And we're back.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're back.
Back streets back.
All right. All right. Welcome back to Coffee Meets Murder. I'm Livan.
And I'm Janeliz.
There we go. And tonight, or today, to evening,
Tonight, today, to evening.
this story isn't just about violence.
Oh my God.
It's about isolation,
It's his
paranoia.
episode, by the way.
It's
Yeah.
my episode. I apologize. And the slow realization that sometimes the things you are afraid of is already standing right behind you.
Nothing is behind me. Don't scare me like that. Also, I like how you just dove right into it.
Well, that was the thing I throw in there.
Little, get your little toes wet.
Exactly. Now people are like, oh my God, there's somebody behind me.
ASMR moment there, huh?
Yeah. All right. Imagine living in a house where you hear footsteps above your head, but no one is there.
No, I don't like that.
Imagine finding footprints in the snow leading to your door.
Nope. I'm
And
moving.
there's none leading away.
I'm moving. I am moving.
And imagine,
He's living in my walls.
and imagine realizing too late.
What?
Imagine realizing
No,
too
no,
late
I know. I'm saying like what?
that whoever made those footprints never left your house because they were already inside.
I'm never going inside my house.
We're in your house. No. So, today we're telling the story of one of the most terrifying unsolved murders in history. A case where an entire family was wiped out and the killer may have lived with their bodies for days.
Oh my goodness.
This is, and I may be pronouncing it wrong, the Hinterkaifeck murders.
Okay. Murders. As in like more than one.
Yeah, the family. So,
A family.
yeah.
That's sad.
The year is 1922.
Ooh.
Germany is still reeling from World War I. They have poverty, grief, and suspicion hang on heavy over rural communities.
So is this like prohibition era?
Well, this is Germany's 1922.
But like, would it be prohibition? Prohibition. My goodness, I can't talk today. Prohibition era in in the United States,
Not sure.
in America.
Not sure. I think so. But not 100%.
That'd be a great history lesson. All right, continue.
And in Bavaria, just outside the town of Weidhofen, sits a lonely farmstead known as Hinterkaifeck. There are no streetlights.
I knew the name was a little weird. It's German.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are no nearby neighbors, just forest, fields, and silence. The farm is home to 6 people.
Would you be able to live in a farm like that?
I would love to live in a farm like that.
So secluded.
Oh, my dreams.
I mean, I feel like during the day, beautiful.
And at
Animals,
night,
exploration,
Yep.
adventure.
Yep.
At night,
Amazing.
no.
Silence.
Absolutely not.
No honking of the horn. No neighbors playing music. No neighbors screaming. Nothing.
No, just a dark forest staring right back at you.
I mean, I don't have to look outside the window.
Well, that's crazy. What are you going to do? Board it up? No, you're going to look outside and be like, there's nothing.
Or I just watch TV,
Well, you know what? At night,
read a book.
I have too much anxiety for that. But maybe at night you go outside, right? If you don't have all the anxiety like I do. And then you put out a blanket in the grass and then you just stare at the stars.
Yeah, you could do that too.
That's probably really pretty at night
Yeah, you can do.
in like the countryside of anywhere.
You could actually probably see more stars in the countryside because it's not polluted with so much light around you.
Most definitely, yes.
So, at the center of it all is Andres Gruber, a stern, controlling man in his early 60s, known as very difficult, cold, and deeply private. Which makes sense for somebody who lives so secluded. His wife, Kazilia Gruber. She's elderly, frail, and largely dependent on others.
Like her husband.
No, he doesn't depend on other people. He's just cold.
No. Like she depends on someone.
On her husband.
Like her
Yeah.
husband,
So living with them is their daughter, Victoria Gabriel, a widow which is why she doesn't have the same last name.
Oh,
Her
okay.
husband had died during the war,
Oh,
or so allegedly. That's what the story says.
okay.
They could have, lied.
Okay.
There's no actual record of it.
Oh, okay. So allegedly.
Allegedly.
Got it.
Victoria has 2 children. 7-year-old Kazilia Gabriel, and she's bright and observant, and is clearly named after her grandmother. And 2-year-old Joseph Gabriel, who, by the way, his paternity would later become a dark point of speculation.
Oh. I don't like that. I don't like that. Well, why'd you say his name like that?
Joseph?
Joseph. No, we're not making fun of these. Nope, we're not doing it. We're not doing it.
And finally, a new maid, Maria.
A new maid.
Yeah.
Like
A new maid.
the maid
Yeah.
is in this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maria Baumgartner.
A maid. Was she like an in-house maid?
Yeah.
Okay. Because if you lived in the countryside, I wouldn't think you had a maid. You have a maid,
Yeah.
right?
She arrives at the farm on March 31st, 1922. She had no idea it would be her last day alive. Ooh. So.
That's crazy. I would never, as a maid,
Yeah.
would never work on the countryside.
Oh, maybe they pay more.
And again, I have too much anxiety for that.
So. Months before the murders, something wasn't right.
What wasn't right?
Something. Andres Gruber told neighbors he had discovered.
I don't like you.
So he started to discover footprints in the snow leading from the forest to the house. But he just couldn't find footprints leaving from the house to the forest, which was very weird.
Yes, because, it's like mud. Same thing.
Yeah.
You come in, you come out. Even if
Exactly.
it's like animals.
But there was nothing. So he also claimed to hear heavy footsteps in the attic, pacing above him late at night. When he would go upstairs and check, there was nothing. No one at all. Just dust and darkness.
What is this? The heavy ghost?
A newspaper appeared on the property,
No, it did not.
but yet no one subscribed to it.
No, it didn't. It's my imagination. I would ignore the newspaper.
And then
And then what? And then it disappeared.
the house keys went missing.
Who is living in my house?
So the previous maid had left abruptly, insisting that the house was cursed, haunted.
Ooh, the maid probably found out more things, right?
could've,
Like noticed
maybe.
other things.
And yet still,
See, she did good. She left. She went, peace out.
yeah, she did. And still, no police, no investigation, and no escape. In rural Bavaria.
Because at the end of the day, keys go missing, and they can't corroborate like footsteps in the snow.
I mean, yeah, that's just so weird.
It is weird. It sounds like a ghost story.
Yeah. So, in rural Bavaria, family matters stayed private, even when they shouldn't. Behind closed doors, the Hinterkaifeck was already a house of horror.
So the house is called.
No, the family.
The
Is
family?
like the farm is called Hinterkaifeck.
Okay, so the whole their property
It's called
has that name.
yeah,
Okay.
Hinterkaifeck.
Because when you said it at first, I thought it was their last name, but then you repeated the last name, and I was like,
Correct.
that's not their last name. So it's the property that has that name. Okay,
Yeah.
so that property was already being known as
The house of horror.
a haunted area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Andreas Gruber had previously been arrested for incest
Oh my gosh.
involving Victoria.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Joseph.
Joseph. Both served short jail sentences. The community whispered. The church knew,
I would whisper.
and the shame never left the farm.
Shame.
Shame.
That's crazy. And that's disgusting.
Yeah.
No, I can't. I can't think of it. I can't fathom.
So, when Victoria's infant son Joseph was born,
Oh.
rumors spread
Ooh,
very
of
quickly.
course, I would start whispering again.
Who was the father?
Oh, I got one guess.
Some believed it was Andres himself. Others suspected Victoria's husband might still be alive, returning secretly from the war.
As like I was in war and I pretended I died and now I'm back.
Yeah. Or maybe he is the footsteps.
Are
So-
you telling me that already?
No.
Oh.
Whatever the truth, tensions lived inside those walls, and someone was watching.
Oh, someone.
So, the night of March 31st, 1922,
What did you say? March 31st?
1922.
That's crazy. Okay.
One by one, members of the family are drawn into the barn.
No.
We don't know how. A noise, a chore, a lie. But inside the barn, waiting in the dark, is a killer holding a mattock,
What is that? Like an axe?
a heavy farm tool designed to break soil,
Oh, so it's like a.
not skulls.
Hmm?
Nothing, I added the not skulls.
It's not like a Sith, because a Sith is one of those, like they're curved.
A Sith
Those
is
are-
from Star Wars.
No.
Oh!
Oh my god. No, I think it's called a Sith. It's like the one that's curved like a half.
Like the Grim Reaper one?
Yes, and that's
Yeah.
used to like cut down.
Yeah.
But it's I guess it's like a sister tool
Yeah.
to that. Okay.
So, Andres Gruber
That's
is
crazy. Can
struck
you imagine
first.
can you imagine just like walking into a barn and in front of you is just like somebody holding that thing? Like what's up?
It's like a scary movie. Literally like a scary movie.
Literally this is why scary movies are made. Because of stories like this.
Yeah.
No.
So,
How do you become a ghost into like no? I'd rather the ghost of this of being a ghost. I'd rather the story of a ghost, not an actual person.
Yeah. You know, there's a movie about a podcast coming out where they, I guess, interview people that have been like in supernatural things, and then they listen to clippings and stuff.
There's a movie about it.
Yeah, it's a supernatural movie. So
Oh,
the
okay.
girl ends up getting haunted, like her house gets haunted because she played a video or something. It has, I don't think it's come out yet,
Oh.
but the trailer keeps popping up.
Oh, okay.
That's gonna be pretty cool.
We're gonna watch it.
So, Andres Gruber
Mm-hmm.
is struck first.
Because he's the first one that walks in.
Yup. Then Kazilia Gruber, his wife.
Mm-hmm.
Then Victoria. Then little Kazilia.
Oh, not Joseph.
All four are beaten to death and stacked together in the hay.
Except Joseph.
Medical examiners, we'll get to Joseph.
Oh.
Medical examiners later find something chilling. The child lived for hours after the attack. She tore clumps of her hair from her own scalp in pain and terror.
The little
before
girl.
dying. The little girl.
Oh my gosh.
Inside the house, the killer moves calmly.
No.
Oh, yeah. Maria Baumgartner is murdered in her own bed. And then little Joseph is killed in his crib.
Gosh. I thought they were gonna tell me it was his dad trying to take him with him.
Nah. 6 people, no struggle heard, no screams reported.
No struggle. So then how were all of them compelled to go one by one
Mhm.
into the barn?
Nobody knows. That's the thing. Nobody knows if
What if they
heard a
it's
noise.
probably property. It's
It's their
massive
property, so maybe they're
it's their property. It's probably a massive property,
yeah.
a big enough property. So that when you hear struggle, I mean, you're talking about you don't make a noise with the weapon, so to speak, like a gun, right? A gun
Right.
resonates, echoes through the forest, so to speak, right?
Yeah, very loud.
Okay, so if you're using a knife-like tool, right? Because you're talking about
Right.
something that cuts through the soil.
Yeah.
It could be blunt too. Who knows? But point is that you're physically doing this action. It's not going to sound the same as a gun.
Yeah.
So I can only assume that they heard themselves struggling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like dad went in, mom heard him struggling.
Mhm.
That,
She goes in,
exactly.
bam, and then the little girl's like, oh
And then
my God,
everyone's like,
what
what's going on? Because they don't come back. So it's like, what do you mean? And then they keep going in.
Yep.
Because even though there was one after the other, we don't know how long in between
happened?"
either. That's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
So then the other kids stayed.
Yeah, the
Like the
kid-
smaller kids
yeah, the
stayed
younger-
inside clearly.
the younger boy stayed inside.
So
and
he
the
just
maid was in
decided to
bed.
tuk, 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 or she decided to tuk, tuk,
Go into
tuk, tuk,
the
tuk,
house, yeah, and
and I'm going to finish you off right here.
Mhm.
That's insane.
so here's where the case crosses into a nightmare.
Because they don't know who it is.
So
Okay.
the bodies are not discovered for 4 days.
Oh.
And during those 4 days, are you ready? Remember, they're in a farm. So during those 4 days,
No, the animals.
someone fed the cows,
That's insane.
someone cooked meals, and someone tended the fire.
So he was just living. They were
Smoke
just living.
Just kept rising from the chimney.
So it made it seem like they were living there, like
Yeah.
nothing.
The killer did not run.
So then after 4 days, what gave him the idea to go and find out what's going on with them?
So they stayed, possibly sleeping in the house, which is weird. Possibly eating at the table, which is kind of also weird.
It's kind of like the axe murders. Have you heard of those?
Yeah.
The killer there also did the same thing.
Yeah, I think
Like
weird.
killed everyone in the house and then he sat down
Like you're standing over
and
the
ate
bodies.
food.
Yeah, it's kind of.
I mean, even though the bodies are in the barn, they're not in the house. You still have the 2-year-old and
the baby
and the baby
the young
there,
child
which is
and
different.
the maid are still in the house.
Yeah, no, it's weird.
It's just weird. So on April 4th, neighbors finally became concerned. The mail starts piling up, and a child misses school. And when they go knock,
okay,
no
that makes
one
sense. The
answers
child
the door.
misses school because I'm like, how would you find out if you're living in a rural area like that in the country,
Yeah, the child doesn't go to school or the
big property, like
yeah, if they have farm, I guess maybe that is their job.
I mean, if you pass by a big enough farm, and it's even if it's 6 people, do you really see like the commotion going on other than the animals?
Yeah,
You don't really see people out there like that.
yeah.
So, I could pass by it and be like, oh, it's their weird
Yeah.
haunted farm. No, it was not haunted. It was an actual person living up there.
Probably haunted now.
Oh, no, don't say
so
that.
the neighbors enter the barn after no one knocked on the door, after no one answered the door, and they found the bodies.
Oh,
In horror and
they
confusion.
probably smelled like decompose.
Nah, after 4 days, it's a stretch.
They start to decompose.
Yeah, but after 4
You're outside.
Yeah, but after 4 days, remember he says snow, so it's cold outside.
Oh, okay. That makes
You
more
know?
sense. But still.
Yeah, it's So in horror and confusion, they disturb the scene. They move the corpse and they touch the weapon, contaminating evidence.
Oh, my goodness.
By the time police arrive, the crime scene is ruined.
Of course.
The murder weapon is later found hidden on the farm. So how does that make any sense? Why would you be a neighbor and go hide the weapon?
The only thing that makes sense to me is that you realized you touched the weapon
So you get scared?
and you got scared. So you're hiding the weapon, because at the end of the day, if you hide the weapon, they're still dead and you can just report it and you're not the one who killed them because you reported it,
Yeah.
so to speak. And the weapon is gone,
Yeah.
oh, there's
This
no weapon
is
found.
1922, by the way.
Still.
So
It really is he say, she say, because how much evidence can't be actually tested?
there's absolutely none.
It really is he said, she said. And honestly, I can see this unsolved because how do you know? How do you know unless you were there?
So, police investigate dozens of suspects. A former farmhand with a grudge, a neighbor with a violent past, and a stranger hiding in the attic. Nothing sticks.
A stranger
all.
hiding in the attic. Oh my God, Casper, come out.
In
Come out.
2007,
Oh my, what?
which is a long time, by the way,
It's really long. Do the math.
German police
Hold on.
reanalyzed the case using modern criminal profiling. They identify a prime suspect.
Wait, don't tell me yet. You said it was 2007
Yeah, minus 1922.
minus 1922. 85 years later.
It's been 85 years. Like the lady from the
85
Titanic.
Yeah, 85 years later. Literally like the lady from the Titanic. Okay.
So, but they never released the name. The person
That's-
is. Are you ready for this? The person is already dead. And the case remains
No shit.
officially unsolved.
My goodness. Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm not done.
No, my goodness. Finish.
The farm was demolished years later,
Oh no. So it's not haunted.
but the
Do you think like the land stays haunted?
yeah, more than
Oh
likely.
my
But
goodness.
the fear remains
No.
because Hinterkaifeck isn't just about murder. It's about the idea that someone could live above you, watch you, and wait.
Isn't there a movie like that?
Yeah. And
There is, right? He hides like in the walls.
damn, the walls?
Yes, yes. And then like there's some like weird thing going on with like the doll. It's like the mom or the grandmother or somebody in the house has a doll that replicates like their son or something. Or their
Bro,
grandson.
the name is at the tip of my tongue, bro. It's called The Silence.
Something like that. I don't
Where
know.
it's a
I just know that it's
ventriloquist dummy?
like that. And then like I don't know why this new girl comes in
Where's
and
the
she starts.
ventriloquist dummy? A ventriloquist
Yes,
dummy?
it's a bit like yeah,
Bro,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
called
yeah.
The Silence.
And like he moves and stuff, and
Yeah,
you're like, what?
it's
And
the
you think that
silence.
it's the doll, like haunted. Sorry for any spoilers. You think that it's the.
The movie's old.
It doesn't matter. You think that it's like the doll that's like haunted or something, but then you
Yeah.
realize it's really somebody living inside the walls in the attic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's creepy.
it's like that. You think it was like inspired? Possibly.
Maybe. Like the details, maybe.
Well,
Or
yeah, that's
certain
what I
details.
mean.
So,
That's insane.
and that sometimes the scariest
That's
monsters
creepy.
don't break in because they're already inside. So to understand why the Hinterkaifeck murders were never solved, we need to look at how the case was handled on paper. Remember, they don't have evidence or anything.
Well, that's
So-
one reason right there.
Because unlike many old crimes, Hinterkaifeck generated an enormous amount of documentation. Police reports, autopsy findings, witness statements, interrogation transcripts.
What witnesses, other than the ones who
The neighbors.
found, they said they didn't hear anything. And you
No,
live, but when you live in a farm, you're like separate from everyone.
Yeah, but they like
How far does sound travel?
no, like them, like walking into the scene. Like, what did you see? What did you see before you
I
started
saw the
touching
murder
everything?
weapon. I touched it, and I decided to hide it because I'm an asshole.
I guess. So
Like, I don't get it. If you walk into a scene, well, not maybe you, because you know a lot, but I feel like if I would walk into a scene like that, I'd be so horrified that I'm walking right back out. I'm not touching anything.
yeah, I mean, you could walk in and not touch anything.
Right. I feel like that's like a normal response.
Yeah.
Why would I go in and want to touch everything while 3 bodies are laying in front of me, 4 days old, dead? Like, what? I'm walking in. Oh, what? Walking right back out, finding somebody else to deal with it. What? Why would I touch anything?
I don't know. Maybe they got curious.
It happens in the axe murders too. The bodies were stayed in the house for days while the investigation kind of like happened,
Yeah.
and people from town kept coming in and out of the house to see the bodies, to the point so many people came to the point that the cops weren't able to control how many people were coming in to visit the house because
Yeah.
there were more people than cops. Like, it became like a it was weird. So obviously evidence was contaminated, so it was like the same thing.
Yeah.
Still, I don't understand how that's like, I can't. Those are actual people. How is that fascinating to you?
So
Move on.
the autopsies were conducted on site
Mm-hmm.
inside the barn.
Crazy.
Even by 1922 standards, this was unusual. So they did it wrong.
It was unusual.
Yeah. Even for that time.
But why?
The victims were examined by Dr. Johann Baptist
But like, again,
Muller,
why is it unusual?
because even in 1922 they had places where you could go.
Oh, that
for the
makes sense.
autopsy. His findings were grim. All 4 victims in the barn suffered multiple blunt force injuries to the skull. The wounds were consistent with a mattock. Defensive injuries were minimal, suggesting surprise. And Kazilia Gabriel, the 7-year-old, showed clear signs of prolonged suffering, with the clumps of her own hair were found clenched in her hand, and doctors concluded she survived for several hours after the initial attack.
Oh my God, so she just stayed there suffering
Yeah.
until she just died. 7 years old.
Yeah.
I can't. Wow.
The maid, Maria Baumgartner, had been killed in her sleep, and the infant, Joseph,
Just gets worse.
showed no defensive wounds at all.
No, it's probably just like, what? Boom.
Yeah.
Like,
The report ends with a chilling conclusion. The perpetrator displayed familiarity with the property, the victim,
Yes, he
and the
probably walked
routine
around there, touched
of
everything,
the
did
household. He
everything like
knew
if it
their
was his.
routines at
Of-
all times.
Of course, because he probably scoped them out.
So
You know what? The moment I see footsteps coming in, not coming out, everybody walk out. We're going to a hotel. Police scour the area. Absolutely not. We're moving. We're selling. I don't know.
it's hard. I mean, it's difficult to just leave. Remember, they live in a farm.
I'm walking. What?
So
An animal's gonna eat me first before somebody hits me in the head with a weapon.
court records show a long list of procedural failures. The crime scene was obviously not secured.
Mm-hmm.
Civilians handled the murder weapon. The bodies were moved and restacked, which is crazy. The attic was searched days later after snow melted and
Well,
dust
yeah,
settled.
it's kind of like last week's episode where we spoke about the yogurt murders and how the bodies were stacked.
Yep.
One on top of the other, like kind of like how you and I'm gonna reference this because that's basically what they saw, what these people saw them as, trash, and you just let it up on fire,
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
It is weird. I don't know how you can.
I have no idea. So, in one internal police memo, investigators admitted, and I quote, any possibility of preserving footprints, fibers, or trace evidence has been irreversibly lost. This case was just unsolved. It was destroyed.
Oh, you made it seem like so nonchalant. No, it's just unsolved. I mean, what do you want us to do? Your work, your police work, maybe?
Yeah, I agree. If there is one name most often associated with Hinterkaifeck, it's Lawrence, definitely going to say this wrong, but Schlittenbauer, a neighbor, a farmer, and possibly the father of Joseph.
Oh my! What?
Yeah. Sounds like Victoria was slinging it. So, Schlittenbauer
Levon, she
had
died.
a relationship. Had a relationship with Victoria Gabriel. He was believed by many to be Joseph's biological father. He had a documented history of violence and intimidation.
So this is a third person that is speculated to be Joseph's father.
Yeah.
Why? Was she seeing him at the same time as she was supposed to be with her husband, at the same time that she was doing it with her family? That's insane. Not only are you are you doing incest, but like you're also cheating?
Yep.
Wow.
She's slinging it.
I mean, she didn't deserve what happened to her.
She did not
regardless.
deserve that.
No.
He had a documented history. He was the one of the first people to discover the bodies.
How convenient.
And his behavior at the scene raised eyebrows.
It was him. I'm just kidding. No, but why would he wanna, if it is his son, why would he wanna like do that to the entire family?
So, according to witness statement, Schlittenbauer entered the bar alone. He moved the bodies. He allegedly unlocked the house using a key. Despite keys have gone missing weeks earlier, he showed no visible fear of an armed killer possibly inside the house.
He did all of this when he found the bodies?
Yup. When they questioned
why?
him, when they questioned him, he claimed he acted out of concern for the children. Others weren't convinced.
I'm not convinced right now as I hear all this. What? First of all, one of them was already dead in the barn.
Yeah.
And the other one, I mean, I guess if you want to run into the house to look for him, that's something different.
Right, but the one in the house is his suspected child.
Right, which is why I understand, but the way you explained it right now, it sounds like he's just so nonchalantly moving things around and doing things like he did it.
Yeah, he just didn't care.
That's crazy.
Schlittenbauer was interrogated multiple times. Transcripts show inconsistency. He contradicted himself about when he last saw Victoria. His timeline conflicted with neighbors.
Well, I mean, you can just forget when the last time you saw people. That's not like specific.
He denied paternity. and then later
Well, like,
implied it. Mm.
why? Why? What is the?
So despite all this, prosecutors never charged him. And why, you may ask?
I would keep like No, I don't know about charging him, but I would keep interrogating him because again,
So
he's
you're asking why?
flippy floppy. Yes.
There's no physical evidence. There's no eyewitness, and it's all only suspicion.
We need to see the size of your boot, sir.
Yeah, that actually would have been a pretty good. Another strong theory
Come on now.
points to a former farmhand dismissed by Andres Gruber months earlier.
Months.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's
Maybe he has a grudge.
could be. You know, that makes sense. If he maybe had a grudge and then he kind of scoped out the place for a while before he did anything.
Yeah. So,
But like, why was this specific time the right time?
to do that? I have no idea. So, court documents describe the individual as familiar with the farm layout, skilled with tools like the mattock, and known to harbor resentment toward Gruber.
I need to see what this looks like.
Investigators believed the killer knew how to move silently through the property, which he did, knew where the tools were stored, which he did, and knew how to tend livestock, which he did. Remember, the cows were fed.
Right. Yes.
But the suspect had an alibi.
Oh no. That's
That-
wrong.
While it was thin, could not be disproven. Again, no charges. And so we move on to suspect number 3. This theory is the most terrifying and possibly the most plausible. Court notes reference repeated reports of attic noises, missing food, displaced hay, and unexplained warmth in unused rooms. Some investigators believe someone had been living in the attic for weeks, or even months, watching and just waiting. When police finally searched the attic thoroughly, nothing was found. But by then, too much time had passed.
Oh well, yeah.
In 2007, the Munich Police Academy reopened the case as a profiling exercise. Using modern behavioral analysis, they concluded the killer was male, likely local, motivated by personal grievance, not robbery, comfortable remaining near corpse, and psychologically
Oh my
detached.
god! I just googled like a picture of the family.
The family?
Look at little Joseph.
Yeah,
That's
it's sad.
horrible. It is sad. Is that the guy that she allegedly had the child with, like incest?
The father?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
it is nothing
I
like
gotta look
him.
I think so. So
It looks nothing like him. Thank you.
they identified a single prime suspect.
Wow,
His name?
they're just in the hay there. Like that's crazy. Okay.
His name was never released. And why? You're gonna ask?
Yes,
He was already dead.
I still want to know a name.
And naming him would serve no legal purpose.
No,
That's the
it
conclusion
wouldn't.
they came
But
to.
it would give me information that I quite literally need right now.
So,
Why? Just because I need to know now.
of course.
All this information, all this tragedy, and I don't get a name.
Nope. Court summaries close with a sobering truth.
I can't get a name. Why? Because of the picture. I need to put a face to a person who did something so horrific.
No, trust me, I get it. So, the failure was not the absence of suspects, but the absence of preserved evidence, is what they said in court. No DNA, no fingerprints, no trial, just a file stamped.
Because you're
Unsolved.
talking about a 1922 murder.
Right, but they still have physical evidence.
Well, yeah, but it's hard to say. Even if it happens in a farm right now, it's hard to say.
Yeah.
Especially if you're like extremely secluded. Like, remember when we went to Pennsylvania? We went to like Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And we visited like all those farms, like the Amish
Yeah.
people. Imagine it's something like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Except, you know, I'm pretty sure it's more foresty rather than like flat grassy lands, like
Yeah.
where we were.
Mhm.
So it's, I guess, when I feel like when sound travels, the more things you have in, like, the more it has in its way,
The less.
the less it travels as far. So there, probably, like, if I scream bloody murder, you can hear it, like,
Yeah.
for miles away. So then people will be like, what?
But in the forest, they might not hear you at all.
Exactly. Unless it's something, like, really loud. Like,
Yeah. But regardless, they were caught by surprise. There was no screaming.
yeah, no, I mean, if you're walking into the barn and you just get hit, I'm assuming that's how it went. But you know what I mean. If you're walking into the barn and the first thing you see is, like, somebody dead on the floor,
Yeah.
then you're, like, in shock, and then it gives you no time to react. I'm assuming that's how it was done.
Yeah. So
It's sad.
it is.
It's a whole family, too. But if I ever see footsteps coming in and not coming out, I'm selling the whole thing. Never going in there. I don't need anything from in there. You're fine.
Hinterkaifeck remains terrifying, not because we don't know what happened,
No, terrifying because of what happened.
but because we almost knew what exactly happened. But there was someone close and someone familiar knew that place and someone who didn't run.
I would run.
Yeah, well,
I would run so far.
so that is it for today.
Aw,
That's it. It's unsolved.
we're done.
We're done.
Well, I hope you guys listen next week.
Yes. Please follow us on Instagram, Coffee Meets Murder Podcast.
And we're starting up our TikTok,
Ooh.
which is also Coffee Meets Murder Podcast, right? Confirm that for me.
I'm going to confirm that before we go off. right now.
Okay. Confirm.
It is Coffee Meets Murder Podcast. Correct.
Oh, I got it right. Yeah. All right, then. So make sure that there you like, comment, follow, and we will be giving you a new case next week.
Yes. Goodbye.
Until next time.